So I'm out here in the car. Well, it's like up to 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Like, I ain't playing. It's like horrible outside. Look. It's literally moving my car. So I'm out here waiting. Let's talk about some stuff. So, with all the stuff going on, it's crazy. Stand Up Michigan has their 13-page letter that you should probably look at that talks about all the illegal activities that people are pushing for right now, whether it's the jab, whether it's the face coverings and whatnot. A lot of people are losing their healthcare providers. My family is one of them. We have a lot of sensory-oriented people in my house and a fully disabled veteran that had a neck surgery last year and has had difficulties this year with some breathing issues because of that region being affected. As a healthcare provider, you would think they would care more, right? They're there to help people. They terminated his services. He served 12 years voluntarily, and they terminated his services. I had to drive 35 minutes from where I live to Kalamazoo, to America's Best Eye Facility to pay out of pocket to get my high-functioning special needs son. He's high-functioning. He masks it a lot, which means he covers it up with the fact that you can't really tell that he has those issues. He's good at hiding it, basically. We're not talking about the face covering when we say mask. It's been used as, I hide my issues, okay? He does it really well. So, but he is very high functioning for the two handfuls of issues that he was born with. The problem is getting him diagnosed fully. The problem is finding a doctor that's not going to make him have a face covering on and cause him higher anxiety to actually go in and get exam, whether it be a physical exam, whether it be a mental exam, which his provider doesn't. Summit Point's really good about that. They let him go in as is because they know about the mental health issues. And then finding an eyeglass facility. So America's Best here in Kalamazoo on West Main, in the little strip mall that is here. One of the doctors decided that they were willing to see my son, so we are here. He's been having eye spasms in the middle of classes where his eyes are jumping from looking straight to looking up at the ceiling uncontrollably. So it doesn't help him get his work done. And when we looked it up, it's common for people that are losing their vision. So preventative care. How is preventative care happening right now? Where are those people that actually care? Where are the herbal healers? Where are the holistic doctors that are putting their feet down besides the one in Missouri? I can't drive to Missouri to see you, Dr. Naputi. I'm sorry. I love you as a person. You're awesome. I can't do it. I don't know where Garrett's located, but I don't know where Garrett's located, but he's a medical physician too. I don't know that what his office is doing, but he knows all about these issues, so I would think they'd be standing up more. But I think he's farther north than me. Where are all of what were considered witch doctors? Okay, where are the witch doctors at? Because my family could sure need one. We would rather do natural healing as much as possible. That's why we go to a chiropractor. I asked her if she could become more like a holistic doctor. She said it probably wouldn't take much more schooling. I go to Grassroots Family Chiropractic and I see Dr. Abby. Dr. Abby, when we first saw her, was sharing her building with an older doctor, and she had very limited hours. Now she has a whole building to herself because the other doctor retired. She has another doctor, Dr. Emily, who works with her and is just as passionate about it as she is, and is great with, her personality is awesome and everything. And then she's got her receptionists that are up there, Pam and Jacqueline, and then she's got a massage therapist that's available there for $1 a minute. So she's rocking it out. I love her, absolutely love her. She already knows all of our issues. We've been going to her since we moved and bought our house in the area. So I would rather go to her. She's understanding. She already knows. But it's a pay out of pocket thing because we already pay out of pocket for our chiropractic care. Not many people can do that. Therein lies a lot of problems. So where are all these caring doctors at? That's what I want to know. We need you to step forward so you can make yourself known, so you can start helping people, because that's another reason why people are being lost. They're being misinformed about the face coverings being a barrier. If a virus is the size of one of your hair strands, okay, one individual one, not a bunch, one. See how small that is in my fingers? How is your cloth that gets hair stuck in it in the wash, that is not medical grade, which means medical grade means, it blocks stuff out better because it's a higher grade of material used, okay? So a respirator, biochemical cap, biochemical suit, those are medical grade. It's what a biochemical suit is, what the military uses on their soldiers. If your cloth is not that, what is it doing besides soaking up what you're spitting out? We all have bacteria. So when you're spitting it out, you're breathing it back in. What's that going to do? What are bacterial infections? Bronchitis, pneumonia. You're making yourself sick, bubbling yourself up, making yourself sick. It is not a barrier. The boxes of the blue masks and other masks straight up said on there, do not work for viruses. You guys think it works when you're sick and have the flu. It doesn't even catch half of that you're spitting out. Do a test. Get one of those, hook it on something, like a knob on one side, and hold it on the other side while you spray some kind of mist, even if it's water. Mist, see if it comes out the other side. It's not blocking anything if it does. People are sneezing through their masks. They go in normal, a chew, and they're sneezing into their arms through their masks that they're wearing. It's not a barrier. In early 1900s, they did a masking thing, and a bunch of people died because they got incredibly sick. Please learn your history. Please get educated on it. There's a lot of disinformation out there because the government runs disinformation campaigns. They want you to look right when they're doing stuff on the left, okay? If you look at a lot of documentation now that has been opened up, you will find how much dirty stuff the government has done behind our backs, how much they've hid from us over the years, how much disinformation they've put out. They are worse than Facebook. Facebook should be a government entity because the government's about just as bad. The government thinks that they can do what they want and run people and not have to listen to laws. We were born with a constitution that gives us guaranteed rights that cannot be infringed on by any entity. Look it up. U.S. Constitution app on Google and iStore, made by Catherine Henry herself, which is a constitutional attorney. It is called U.S. Constitution. It has bookmark capability in it. It is through the Restore Freedom organization, okay? So if you look up Restore Freedom, you'll find the U.S. Constitution. It also has the state constitution for Michigan in it. That is way bigger. Look up your state rights. Look up your constitutional rights, okay? You need to know those things in this day and age because even the government entity is not a go-all thing. They're nobody. If we say no, they go away. OSHA can be kicked out of states, guys. They're government. They do what what Congress tells them to do. Like, they're controlled by Congress. They're government. We can kick them out. We have that power. The people need to get their power back and take more control over all these tyrants. If they're a private business but they're open to public, guess what? You have to go by public rules, not private rules. And my family refuses to feed into those organizations that are doing that stuff. Medical freedom is real. We're going to keep it. That's what we're fighting to do. To each their own. But then don't come crying when bad stuff happens if you make a bad decision with your health, with your child's health. It is against the law to enforce face coverings in schools. To restrict the breathing, even during an emergency in any situation, here in my state, is illegal. That's why my kids got pulled. Plus, they're getting a better education through the K-12 system. So, K12.com. Great system, national. Better teachers, better access to education. That's a higher education form. We have to kind of get creative with certain things because, dances and stuff aren't really so big. But yeah. They're for juniors and seniors though. So, I don't know. I had to vent some, but I'm wondering where these doctors are. Where are the doctors? Where are they? Where are these people that are standing with me? I know a few of them, but there should be a lot more. It's time to be fully woken to the situation that occurs. It's not conspiracy theorists, it's conspiracy realists. Don't believe me. There's evidence on Find Your Own Truth on YouTube. There's evidence. It's a channel. There's evidence on The Real Deal Media with Kristen Megan. There is evidence on the Travel Channel, even has one out that calls Paranormal Declassified with Paul, who used to be a reporter and is now digging into all this declassified stuff, UFOs included. So, yeah, very informational. You need to do your research and start putting your foot down. Stop complying at all. Because putting that face covering on to go into a facility or whatever is a soft comply. You're giving in. I get to go see my uncle in a nursing home because they're not requiring it anymore. You get a temperature check and you're good to go. Would I go before? No. Why? They wanted everybody to mask. My family can't do that. And no. I'll wait. I'll do a window visit, as sad as it is, but at least I can see my uncle's okay. So, goodie plates and containers are being made, and we're going to go see my relative. The kids will be so super happy but sad at the same time because I want him to come home. So everything has a good and bad side. You can't whine about you choosing to comply with a bad situation when more bad stuff happens and you are a part of it. Just stuff to think about. But yeah, let me know where the doctors are at. I've been waiting for this list that supposedly Stand Up Michigan's putting out like they did for the restaurants. It's been months. Nothing has come about it. I've noticed the report that I was sent, the information I was sent and shared. I noticed that it's happening a lot more. They say one thing to get the people's hopes up, and then we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and they distract us this way, and they distract us that way. Stand Up's doing that right now too. Yeah, they're putting out some good information with the 13-page reports. But where's that list she promised of the providers that would help the people stay healthy? Where's that at? You could do it with the restaurants a lot quicker than you are now. They're more worried about political things than ever before. And I think it's good to start at the lower levels politically by teaching people how to get involved in the school boards and stuff, because a lot of stuff there needs change too. But that's not what this was about originally. So, yeah.